The Oceanic Mafia boys. What happens on the water stays on the water.
Whatever you've done with your Lowrance, it's clear. It is so clean, it's good. So when I had the live and the original active target, it definitely wasn't as clear as that. It still does the same.
And mine's only the active target 1.
Yeah, well, that's what I had.
I haven't done the new update.
That in.
I like to leave the updates for a few months to see what.
So my history of updates with sounders, they usually fuck up.
Yeah, I've done the last one. I haven't done the 25.2. I've done the 25.1.
Yep,
but not the 2.
Yeah,
25.1 made a bit of a difference, but then I had to go around and play with everything again and sort it all out.
That's the problem.
But now I've got it smick. The only time I will change it, play with the contrast if the water's filthy.
Yeah.
And nighttime, sometimes I'll play with it at nighttime.
So when there's a big difference between flats fishing in 2 metres, metre of water, or snag fishing in 3 or 4 metres of water, compared to seeing them sitting in 9 or 10 metres of water. So I suppose what Andrew's getting to is say there's one 2 metres under the surface, 5 metres in front of you, you're seeing it on scout mode. Are you trying to fine tune that? Do you want to go to, because I would want to go straight to down scan so I don't spook it. I'll bring that lure past its eyes.
Bring it past its front of it.
So I'll go to forward mode, not down scan. So I'll flick it over to forward mode just so I can pinpoint that lure depth if it's a big isolated one out in the middle. So that's my way of tuning it. Unless, like, you're fishing, Marty's old stomping grounds out the front of the marina, and those guys are always in the top 1.5 metre of water on those real flat days. So you don't really need to know their depth because they're right up on the top. So you would just go scout mode or perspective mode, whatever it's called.
Depends. If the fish isn't moving, I won't play with it. But if the fish is moving, I'll do the angle of my pole. So I got a 500 extension put on that pole of mine. Yep. So I can get it deeper and. So I can, because I like fishing the deep water, and I'll play with it up and down, and I'll work out, right, that's roughly then. Might do 3 or 4 flicks, and I'm getting closer and closer. If I do the first flick, hit the fish, or go near the fish, or hit another fish beside it, you think, oh, well, I know roughly, 10 seconds to get to the bottom, depends what jig head you're using too. No, that didn't work. Righto, try this, try that. And then once you find something, but then always the way, tide will change, wind will change. That's the only thing I found with my boat too is the sides.
Well, you were never too smart at school, so usually I would expect
I didn't go much. I don't know how I passed year 12.
Yeah, so I'd expect that 6 hours of trying to work out a fish before
you
but actually...
I've never had a flat battery, but have you? Have you? Especially on charter? No?
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
I wasn't on charter.
Oh, you kind of were. Kind of.
Random bloke on the bank wanted to go for a flick.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be nice.
Yeah.
Burnt me, mate.
But he's never caught a barra and he got a few barras, so that was good.
Hey, watched you get a few too.
No, but to Tom
I love
that
question, was a good day.
Huh?
Oh, no, you go.
Yeah.
You go. Go back to
that's what I'd do. I'd just be trying to find exactly how deep, but I won't change from perspective to forward mode. I used to fish forward mode all the time. It was good because you never lose prawns. Mm-hmm. You never lose and you can always, prawns coming down the creek, they're not going to go dunk into a snag. You hit a snag with a prawn, especially these big prawns. Barras go, whoa, what the fuck was that? You watch them, they'll come out of the snag and they'll be like on edge, You go again, you got to be above them. I'll work my way down, especially them Hinchinbrook fish. You're working, then you're like, oh, okay, I'm getting some follows or I'm getting a turn. You get a turn, you think, right, you're in range, here we go. I roughly count, I'm going, say, 6 seconds down. It's got to get about 5.5, 6 seconds, and I'll start winding. As long as the current's, I like fishing behind the fish. Yep. Especially flicking prawns.
So go backwards on what you just said. Mm-hmm. You're talking about seconds. So the way you fish, say you're fishing 10 metres, you'll count the seconds on the drop to when it hits on your
I normally,
jig
yeah,
head.
first one I'll
so
let it hit the bottom.
A lot of fishers don't understand. There's lots of little intriguing ways that to better yourself, and that's definitely one of them. Is counting how your depth. So if you're at 5 seconds before you hit the bottom, then your sink rate's obviously 2 meters a second.
Yep.
So you then adjust that to what you think the fish.
Yeah,
are
say you're
at.
fishing 10 metres and it goes 5 seconds to get down the bottom, righto. So the fish is sitting halfway. You got to go 2.5 seconds. So
Yeah, it's pretty logical, but
Yeah.
a lot of fishers don't understand that, and they'll chuck on that LiveScope. They'll look at perspective mode, and then they'll think they're near it. But if they went to the down mode or the forward mode, they'd realise that they're still 2 metres above that fish, and there's no chance that fish is going to eat.
Especially
that
the
lure.
big fish,
So-
they are lazy. They won't even, you know. I've had them before. You be flicking near them, you think, oh, you're near them. You're like, oh, no, you're not. And then you'll start whining, and another one below it will come up like, oh, you're like, oh, should have gone slow, Like, it's always should have, would have, could have.
Yeah.
But
definitely.
that's how it is. They barra fishing. That's why I hate it.
You know that little
We hate it,
conversation
we
we were
love it.
having before the podcast started about not being able to find the colours and that for his cola lures?
What'd you find?
Look at that.
What?
Look at the colour of that.
What is it?
That's what you're chasing.
Oh, we'll buy 10 of them.
Peanut butter.
I sent you
sort
the
of
link.
What is it? What if you send me a link? Just spent $100 trying to get these red ones for you, and then you want me to buy more?
Is red cola.
Yeah, close, eh?
That's-
Cherry cola.
Yeah, cherry cola, red cola.
He just likes anything red, this bloke.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that right there is literally the colour you're looking for.
Send me the link. Yeah.
Hey, give us another look.
That's the colour of those prawns that I bought.
Nah, it's not. Nah.
It's
Nah,
close.
it
It's
is,
closer
it is.
than that.
It's a lot closer.
Yeah, it's closer than that.
Yeah, no, buy some of that now.
You can buy it.
What do I want to buy it for? I don't want to sell them.
$6.60 US.
I don't want to sell them, let alone I don't want to make them, let alone
Yeah,
buy
you
the
do.
pigment.
You know you want
So
to
what
make
does it
them.
say? 6 drops per ounce.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, that's
US
good.
shit.
Well, you need to buy 10 litres of it because I'll go through quite a bit.
Especially these big ones.
How much are you using when you do these?
Just depends.
About that? About this?
About that.
Yeah.
A little bit of this.
I've seen you
over
make them,
there,
mate.
little
How
bit
many are
over
there?
there.
Oh, about that much. Oh, yeah, that's handy.
Oh,
You
it's
sound like
it's
that
a
bloke.
precise science.
Where'd you go fishing? Oh, just up the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the water.
Yeah.
In the water.
How big were they?
That
Oh,
snag around the corner.
pretty
yeah,
big.
I know that. Not that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
Loaded up round
if you get that and put some of that gold speck through it,
Yeah, because that'll fish differently to any of these ones. Yeah, these go red ones. Yeah.
Well, like I said, that weekend we were up at Lucinda. I went through, I don't know how many of these I had of you, these big ones, and they were all gone.
yeah.
Used them all up. I think I had one there that was split, and I super glued it back together when we were fishing up in the creek, up in the big little creek there, and I looked at it this morning. I still got it there, and it's still held on by like 2 centimetres. Still got a jig head in it.
So since you're used to catching big fish, what size hooks are you going to be putting in them?
10-0.
Yep. Just for the average fisher that might be listening that might end up buying these.
Big one.
Yep.
10-0, but depends on the water depth too, for the size of the jig head itself, like as in weight size.
Do you, like, just so people so get an understanding, you don't run a 230 with a big jig head with a light weight, do you?
No, I'm running
You're
2 ounce.
running them so that they drop straight down
Straight
on top
down.
of fish, and then the speed of your retrieve is based on how much you want that to sink between the boat and yourself,
Yeah.
boat where you've thrown. So there's a lot of factors there, but at no stage, we got a lot of comments and a lot of feedback from the boys down in Rocky about the fact that they would roll. And
If you wind them too fast, they do.
well, no,
but
if it was slow with a little jig head, so they
Yeah,
were using
yeah,
real
yeah.
lightweight.
Yeah, no,
It's
with little
not,
jig
they
heads
weren't-
they
they
do.
weren't made for
Yeah.
that. So they would roll.
No.
And even some of the lads were saying, oh, they still catch fish even though they rolled. And it's like, well, just put an extra heavy jig
Yeah,
head,
yeah,
lift
yeah.
your rod tip up.
Yeah.
So, in 3 or 4 metres of water, you can change your speed. You can still run twice the weight of a jig head, but you can still have it running under a metre of water with a longer rod tip up.
And if I run
down.
out of big jig heads, as in like, half ounce is probably my lowest.
Yeah.
If I haven't got it, I'll throw 5 ball sinkers on the front.
Yeah.
That one's go down to a 3 ball, try and get that put it in. I always put it beside the boat, let it swim. No, it's sitting too much like that, or sitting half bit. That's good. So I know there's a bit of current. I like fishing deep water, so always fish deep water.
Yep. Yeah, no, it's just interesting, and you know, people listening to the way you talk wouldn't understand that.
No.
That you are dropping down with a heavy jig head, getting it to that level, and then trying to keep it stationary.
Got to make it look natural. That's why the slow rolling works.
Height.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bloody oath it works.
Yep. It worked for you guys in the Barra Bash. Well, didn't fucking work for you because you caught fuck all. But Mr. Herman.
No, it works well,
for him, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Matty talks about standing down the back and doing fuck all. I heard that's sort of what you did.
No, not down the
Barra
back.
Bash.
Just in the little
yeah.
cutout area in that scout.
You could have just drank
on
all
the
day,
chair.
eh? You could have.
He's just put a new motor on that too.
Yeah.
It's got a 150R on it now.
Yeah. Did that get any more deck space or just?
Nah.
So it's not going to make me want to go on it.
Nah.
Or you like?
Nah.
Yeah. So
that's
just a
it was a
passenger.
quick little boat anyway. Now it's going to be even quicker.
Yeah. They're a nice boat. They're a nice riding boat, but they've just got a little deck. That's all.
Very little deck for two blokes.
To have two years and you're chasing meteries.
Yeah.
All hell breaks loose.
Yeah.
When you do hook one.
Yeah.
And you're never going to hook it when your rod tip's in the right position and all of that dribble. You're always going to hook that little bastard when you turn and it's not comfortable.
Jared and I both fished the same side,
Yeah.
so we'll always put our rods to the right.
Yeah.
And it was hard for me because I was fishing on the left-hand side,
Yeah.
So, but it's a good little boat to fish out. Jared's good to fish with because he's I sat down and he's still fishing.
Yeah, he doesn't
I was
stop.
like, fuck this, fuck the barra. It was hot.
He
It
hasn't
was,
changed
you
since
know,
he was
like-
12.
The last week has been ridiculous with the
Oh
heat.
yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't even wanted to put the boat in. It's just so
No.
fucking hot.
I looked at my boat and so I've got it under cover under a little shed there, but looked at you poor thing, you got leaves in
darling,
it. I've got a full boat cover there for when we go to Weeper, but if I want to get in it, it's 10 minutes to get into it. Undo all the clips and.
Did you hose it just so it remembered what water feels like?
Nah. It would have smelt the rain the other night, and would have had a bit of a shake
Trying
to
to
it.
get
You know?
itchy, get out there.
I seen the boat moving on the trailer. Like, look out!
They got some good colours on here, eh?
Are we not doing a podcast, or are we trying to look up?
I think we're trying to look up fucking cheap lures.
He's just trying to cost me
Colours.
more money in material.
Yeah.
You shouldn't do this. You should do this. It's like, well, go do it your fucking self.
Mate, you
Moulds
would
are
not
over there.
have
There's
this
a product
conversation
there.
happening if you didn't ring me and ask me to bring all these lures. I'm just looking for a cheaper option for you. You'd be able to make them yourself.
You gotta love them. I'm looking for a cheaper option. No, well, it's actually more expensive.
Is it?
Buying a cheap Chinese product at like $1 each compared to actually physically making your own out of a high-end material. Yeah, it's probably cheaper to go
I would have made them.
those ones. No.
Only because, like, having used the prawns and then these last longer because
Yeah,
they're
they
a bit
don't melt.
tougher.
They don't
Oh
melt.
yeah,
They're
I've left
bulletproof.
mine on the dash in summer.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll split these. You know, Finlay was telling me, oh yeah, they won't. Yeah, well, nah. I'm like, fuck, they don't either.
Yeah.
The only thing is, don't leave them with anything else because they eat it. You know, obviously, like most plastics, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they are good.
Now, the only downside to them's if you leave a real big threaded jig
Yes,
head in
they
them.
split.
So the key with any of the gimps is to remove the jig head out of them. Even if you pull the jig head forward, leave it in there, but just pull it forward so that the weed keeper or whatever you want to call it.
Bait keeper,
the
as they
actual
call it.
lead keeper that's on the front of it, in the middle of the shaft, it's out of it.
But you know what I was doing? I was putting a little zip tie around there, zip tying it on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll hold it together.
Yeah.
Then the super glue.
Yeah.
I was
What
trying
I
everything 'cause that was
started
my
doing,
last.
that was
and it was only a 180 mil. And I'm like, it's my last one, white with pink tail. I'm like, not my favourite colour, but
Nothing else is
and
working.
it caught. I caught nothing else. You know, I didn't have any other bigger lures. You know, like I was like, come on.
Well, that day me, you and Deke went down to the Morrisseys. Like, we were chucking all different colours, but that pink one is the one you had seemed to be what they liked, eh?
Yeah.
Crazy just how they'll chew one colour one day.
So he's got the red. He's like, oh, I always catch him on this red.
Who? Yeah.
This is the colour with
Yeah.
a little flasher. Nothing.
It was the first day that
went,
I
how
put the
about-
flasher
how
on.
about-
I was like, I was going to just try it. I had two set up.
Yeah, I don't use the flasher, but it's
Yeah, I think it's a bit gay too.
like it works. You know, like Matty and that use it, but I just like using a prawn. You know.
Yeah, well, you don't need a flasher if If you're running a gimp prawn, you got those front legs
Yeah,
going,
yeah,
paddle,
yeah.
paddle through the water, then
Yeah.
it's fine. If you're running, the Samakis or Wilsons or whatever you want to call them.
Them irukandji prawns, their legs in the water, they go sideways. You know, they're much like these ones will flutter
Just
like
'cause
that.
they're soft.
Yeah, they flutter sideways. You know, like
Yep.
Yeah, that's what my mate uses, the irukandji.
yeah, I use them a lot too. When Adam don't keep me supplied, you know,
He
like got to
uses
find a
the-
bloke that can make these.
He uses the big pink ones or the white
Can
ones.
you find me a bloke who makes them too? Because that way I don't have to.
Yeah.
And I don't have to have all these questions. My favourite colour. My favourite
Told
colour.
you that red, and he's always fuck the red. Yeah,
Psycho
righto.
glitter,
And then
mate.
up there when we're up there, you know.
Psycho glitter
What-
will outfish your red side by side.
Well, where was it?
Well, you want me to give you some psycho glitter?
No,
as well?
I think I might have some. I don't know.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
I need some psycho glitter.
Hey, every
Well,
podcast
actually-
cost me $100 worth of lures here, eh?
I actually did. What was the last podcast we did?
Brittany?
Was it Britt? Yeah, after she left, I think. Did you take off because you had a lunch or something
Yeah, I had to do
with the
something.
real
He's always
estate?
on lunch.
Yes, with the real estate.
Oh, yeah.
And I think you said go in there and have a look and just take a couple. Those.
And then I went
300
in
he
the next, I went in the
took.
next day and I got 5. There's 5 left on the boat.
No, I didn't.
It's like, holy fuck, I had 3.5 kilo of material in a Ziploc
Mate,
bag.
I took 6.
Gone. Oh, yeah, sure.
I took
Plus
two,
10.
I took 2 of the Frankensteins and a couple of the psycho glitter ones.
Ryan Simpkins and Jack Walker are the same. Like, they're like, oh, I'll just get a couple. It's like, yeah, help yourself, whatever. You just
Dick was
just tell me
there.
what you get, yeah. And then you go fishing with them 3 months later.
They got a box full.
Well, Ryan the other
Yeah.
day, I took him fishing. And he opens up this fucking box of gimps. And I'm like, holy fuck.
Do you know a
Where'd
bloke?
you get these? And he's like, yeah, well, you gave them to me. I'm like, well, I didn't make any of those fucking colours. And he's, oh, Jack and I might have made them one afternoon. It's like, oh, so let yourself in,
Yeah,
make
yeah,
the lures
yeah.
you want,
Go
walk
for it,
away.
boys.
Wonder why the material goes missing.
I'd never
Let me
do
know
that.
when you're out of
I
material.
bought some from Tackle World to support him.
Yeah.
No, none of his other mates would have done that.
I bought my own. I actually
When you
went
run
down
out
to
here?
Rocky. No, we went
Oh.
down to Rocky and I was down on vibes. So then, like, for some reason, the threadies down in Rocky love those 150mm gimp vibes.
Yeah.
The guys down in Rocky don't like using them. I don't know what, but it is what it is. But
Probably never used them.
But fuck, they eat
Probably
them.
why.
They love them. And so I only had like 3 light coloured ones for the weekend. I'm like, fuck this, I'll go into Barra Jacks. And they're there, and they didn't sell that well in Barra Jacks. And I just went, fuck it, well, I'll buy a few of them. Paid top dollar. Didn't.
Yeah, they don't miss you.
I didn't even tell them who it was. But I'll just walk in and grab
You
them.
needed
No,
them.
I didn't
Yeah,
want
you
them.
wanted
I
them.
wanted them. They worked. They were good.
I don't mind that peachy, yellowy sort of colour that you do.
It's called a whiting.
A what?
A whiting. Looks like whiting colour.
Yeah.
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 Well, what are
So
you
the
looking at?
light pinky sort of orange. Light
Oh,
orange,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Like peach orange.
Yeah, we have a name for it.
It's sort of a little bit yellower than that.
Peach
Yeah.
whiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was called the Disco Stew originally.
Who the fuck is naming these
That
lures?
was Ben.
Yeah.
Ben, who actually designed them back in the day, who we purchased gimps off. That was one of his colours was Disco Stew. So he only ever made plain colours, and then some had red heads or whatever. And we ended up making the Disco Stew with a slightly glow in the dark green gill on them.
Oh, yeah.
I find that's the best colour, just because it is that whiting. I think a lot of times that I'll use that 150 vibe is those 5 to 8 metre sandbar barras on
Yeah.
the top of the tide when it starts to turn. So you want it to look like a natural bait fish moving through. So I think they just look like a whiting when you just bring them past at the same speed of the tide.
We used to use whiting all the time.
Yep. Yeah. They're good.
Legal whiting, obviously. But, yeah.
But
Those,
also
most of
like
those
that
little
white
ones
one.
don't have a limit on them.
The what?
Well, a lot of the
Oh,
little
yeah,
ones
there's
we
that-
actually
yeah, that one.
get, they're a
Yeah,
different
yeah.
species. So
Trumpeter or
people
whatever.
think they've got to be 25, but
Yeah.
they're a trumpeter whiting or
Yeah.
whatever they're called, but they are actually legal to use
Yeah.
in smaller lots. So-
Yellowfin whiting or something, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, no, peach. That'd be peach, wouldn't they? That'd be peach whiting.
Disco stew.
Disco stew whiting. Fisheries.
Mr. Fisheries Officer.
I've got a
This is
disco
Stewie.
these are a southern large what? No, they're not. They're a disco stew whiting. They'll be like this
Imagine all
bloke.
the whiting meeting up in the fucking snag. Oh,
Yeah.
Here comes Stewie.
Yeah, here comes disco stew.
No, but I like that white one. Not that white one, but you do like the fluoro green on
No,
it.
you won't be liking this one because I'll be liking this one.
Fluoro green on it.
Yeah,
Fluoro
it's like
green.
it's like a bright green
Oh yeah.
on the tail.
Yeah, okay.
Well, that's that one I hooked up there, and remember that bloody hook was straightened?
Oh,
When
is
we
he
were-
giving you dodgy hooks?
when we
Yeah,
were with
that'd be
Dom?
right. Oh,
Good fish too, would have been.
would have been, could have been.
I still think he was a bit dirty from me catching the thready the day before, and he
got
dropped the
fuck
bottom
all.
lip.
Got fuck all for that week too.
I got a thready north of Proserpine
He
before
got
he
a
did.
thready north. Yeah, he did. He did. I was pissed too. It was fucking most unlucky
Yeah,
thready you've
I've
ever
only ever
seen,
caught
eh?
I think 3 or 4 in Townsville.
Yeah.
And 3 of them have been local to me. You know, like you know where?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a good look down there yesterday and I did
yeah.
not fucking see any.
Yeah.
No, I
They
saw-
moved again.
I saw 1,000 other stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Bloody hell.
The Oceanic Mafia boys. What happens on the water stays on the water.